Does that sudden wobble feel familiar? That split second where the world tilts and you grab for the nearest wall? It's more than just a physical feeling. It's a quiet voice that plants a seed of doubt, making you question every step. What if I told you that fixing this feeling isn't about endless, boring exercises? It's about retraining your body with three strange movements. Everyone tells you balance gets worse with age. It's just a fact of life, right? Wrong. That's the myth that keeps so many people stuck. While age is a factor, it is not the root cause. The real reason your balance is fading has little to do with your birthday, and everything to do with specific muscles you've stopped using without even realizing it. So what's the real cause of poor balance? It's not your age or weak legs. It's something deeper. Your body has three powerful built-in balance systems, but for most people they've gone dormant. They're asleep at the wheel. The exercises I'm about to show you don't just build strength, they act like an alarm clock for these sleeping systems. What if you could reclaim your confidence in just 3 minutes a day? Forget long, exhausting workouts. I'm about to show you three strange, yet simple exercises that awaken the powerful stabilizer muscles deep in your feet and ankles. This isn't just another routine. It's your safe, fast shortcut to feeling steady again. And why they work is fascinating. Enough talk. Let's put this science into action. I'm going to walk you through all three exercises, step by step. They might look strange, but you'll feel the difference immediately. Our first exercise starts right here, in a chair. All right, our first exercise looks almost laughably simple. You might even think, how can this possibly help my balance? But trust me, this is the most important step. This is the foundation. We call it the towel curl, and it's designed to awaken the powerful super sensors hiding in the soles of your feet. Think about it. Your feet are your body's first point of contact with the world. They are the base of your entire structure. But they aren't just blocks of bone and muscle. The bottom of each foot is packed with thousands of tiny nerve endings, special sensors called proprioceptors. This is your body's personal GPS system. These sensors constantly send lightning-fast signals to your brain, telling it exactly where your body is in space. Is the ground uneven? Are you leaning too far to one side? Your feet know first. The problem is, as we get older, and especially after decades of wearing supportive cushioned shoes, these sensors can get, well, lazy. They go to sleep. The signals to the brain become weak, muffled, and slow. Your brain stops getting the high-definition picture it needs to keep you stable. This is a major, often overlooked reason why balance falters. So, before we do any fancy standing exercises, we need to wake up the control center. We need to turn those sensors back on. And this simple towel curl does exactly that. Let's do it together. First, you'll start in a sturdy seated position, sitting up tall. Now, spread a thin towel on the floor right in front of you. A dish towel or a hand towel works perfectly for this. Place your foot on the end of the towel so your toes are near the edge. Here's the key. You must keep your heel on the floor the entire time. Your heel is your anchor. Now, using only your toes, try to pull the towel towards you. Curl your toes, grip the fabric, and pull. Then, release. Straighten your toes slightly and grab another section, inch by inch. Breathe with it. Exhale as you curl and pull. Feel that deep contraction. Inhale as you release. Don't rush this. This isn't about speed. It's about precision. Where should you feel it? You should feel a deep, working sensation right in the arch of your foot. You might even feel it in the individual muscles of your toes. If you feel a little cramp, don't panic. That's a great sign. It means you're activating muscles that have been dormant for years. The most common mistake is lifting the heel off the ground. Keep it planted. Another mistake is using your whole leg to scoot the towel. Your knee and shin should stay still. The work is all happening below the ankle. This single focused movement is re-establishing that critical mind-muscle connection, telling your brain, hey, pay attention to what's happening down here. This is step one in rebuilding your balance from the ground up. So you've switched on those foot muscles. Fantastic. But that's only half the battle. Now we need to teach your brain to use that new strength when you're upright and vulnerable. Ready to see how it works? All right, our second exercise is a game changer. I call this one the mapper. And there's a very specific reason why. You see, your balance doesn't just come from your muscles, it comes from an internal map. Your brain has a GPS system constantly tracking where your body is in space, It gets signals from your eyes, your inner ear, and thousands of tiny sensors in your feet and ankles. This system is called proprioception. It's your position sense. But as we age, or if we spend too much time on flat, predictable surfaces, that map can get blurry. The signals get weak, the GPS starts to lag, your brain isn't getting a clear picture of where your feet are, which is a recipe for a stumble. The mapper is designed to force your brain to redraw that map quickly and accurately. It's a software update for your body. Here's how we do it. First, safety is everything. Find a corner in your home. Standing with your back to a corner gives you 2 walls for support. Now, place a sturdy, reliable chair by your side. You'll also need an unstable surface. A firm pillow or a foam pad works perfectly. Place it on the floor. Now, carefully stand on that pillow. Get your bearings. Have the chair and walls within easy reach. Once you feel steady, we'll adopt the tandem stance. You're going to place one foot directly in front of the other so that the toes of your back foot are just touching the heel of your front foot, like you're walking a tightrope. Immediately, your body will feel confused. That's the point. Keep your eyes open and look forward at a fixed spot on the wall. Don't look down at your feet. Looking down tells your brain to follow your head, which can throw you off even more. The goal is to hold this position. You will feel your ankle wobbling, your hips firing, and your core tightening. Those are the tiny corrections. That's your body redrawing its internal map in real time. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. A common mistake is to tense up, which makes you rigid. Stay fluid with slow, calm breaths. Use the chair or the walls for support whenever you need it. This isn't about being perfectly still. It's about challenging the system. Tapping the chair for a second isn't failing. It's part of the process. You are teaching your brain and body to communicate again, turning a blurry, outdated map into a crystal-clear, high-definition guide for every step you take. You've built a solid foundation, but life doesn't stand still. Real-world balance is about motion. This final exercise simulates a surprise stumble, teaching your body to react instantly. This is the one that truly prevents falls. Are you ready? All right, our final exercise. This is the one I call the integrator. We've worked on the small muscles in your feet. We've challenged your brain's ability to hold a static position. Now, we put it all together. We make it functional. Because you don't just stand still in life. You move, you reach, you bend. And this exercise prepares you for exactly that. It's where the magic really happens, and it's why people see results so fast. This is the single leg balance with a shallow squat and a heel lift. Now that sounds complicated, but it's just 3 simple movements stacked on top of each other. Each one forces your balance systems to work together in a new way. Here's the science. When you stand on one leg, you take away half of the information your brain is used to getting from the ground. Instantly, your brain has to work harder. It has to rely more on your ankle's position sense, your inner ear, and your eyes. Then, when you add a squat, you're creating instability on purpose. You're moving your center of gravity down and up. Your leg muscles have to fire not just to move you, but to stabilize you at the same time. The final piece, the heel lift, is a masterstroke. It creates a tiny, controlled moment of forward momentum, forcing all those little muscles in your ankle to fire instantly to prevent you from toppling. You are literally practicing saving yourself from a fall, but in a safe, slow, and deliberate way. Let's do it. Stand next to a sturdy chair or countertop for support. Start from a neutral standing position, feet about hip-width apart. First, shift your weight onto one leg. Feel the ground beneath your foot. Now, balance on this leg. When you're ready, bend your other knee and lift that foot off the floor. Don't rush this. Spread your arms out to your sides for balance if you need to, and just take a moment to feel stable. Now, here's the work. Slowly bend the knee on the leg you are standing on. Just a shallow squat. Then, straighten that leg, and as you come up, push through your toes to lift your heel. Feel your calf muscle engage. Hold for a split second. Then, slowly lower your heel back down until your foot is flat on the floor. That's 1 rep. Let's repeat twice more, then return to the start. The whole time, your core should be tight. Your gaze should be fixed on a single point in front of you. That focus is everything. You didn't just do 3 exercises. You flipped a switch. You reawakened your body's 3 forgotten balance pillars. First, you activated the nerve-rich grippers in your feet, turning them from passive blocks into active anchors. Then, you deliberately confused your brain on that unstable surface, forcing it to sharpen its signals and find its true center of gravity again. Finally, you integrated dynamic strength, commanding your ankle and leg muscles to fire in perfect sequence. You've woken up the system. Now, let's see what it can really do. You didn't just do 3 exercises. You flipped a switch. You reawakened your body's 3 forgotten balance pillars. First, you activated the nerve-rich grippers in your feet, turning them from passive blocks into active anchors. Then, you deliberately confused your brain on that unstable surface, forcing it to sharpen its signals and find its true center of gravity again. Finally, you integrated dynamic strength, commanding your ankle and leg muscles to fire in perfect sequence. You've woken up the system. Now, let's see what it can really do. You now have 3 tools most people will never discover. But knowledge is not power. Action is. So I have a challenge for you. Right now, pick just one of these exercises to master this week. Is it the towel curl, the tandem stance, the single leg squat? Make a decision. Then, prove it to yourself. Go down to the comments and write which one you chose. This is your public commitment to taking back control. It's your first step. And if you want the next steps, the techniques we reserve for our dedicated community, then you need to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss the simple fix for morning stiffness we're revealing next. Click subscribe now. So remember, balance isn't just something you lose, it's a skill you build, and every toe curl, every single leg stand is a vote for your own strength. You are rewriting the story. You are taking back control from gravity itself. This isn't just about preventing a fall, it's about claiming your independence and walking confidently into your future. You are building a stronger, more stable you, one repetition at a time. Keep going.